Welcome back to the vlog. It is Monday. Behind me we have the truck and the trailer getting set because I have Nissan Challenge this weekend. So need to get as many things ready as we can today, which is Monday, because I am leaving for SEMA tomorrow. It's gonna make it pretty difficult to get the car totally ready and everything situated super last minute because I'm not returning until Friday. And then Friday I drive basically to Arizona to Chuckwalla for Nissan Challenge. So in front of me we have a couple cars out this morning. This one here, we are waiting on a customer who is going to come through and check it out. I think he's going to be here later this afternoon. He was interested in this car and the Bayside Blue R34 GTR V-Spec that we took to JCCS, if you remember that one. Also getting ready to leave us now finally is this S15. One thing I didn't get to see when I was in Japan was my own S15. I don't really know where it was. It's somewhere around there, I'm sure. But this is headed to a customer in Arizona. I'm excited for him. He's done some really cool cars in the past. Undoubtedly, he's going to do something awesome with this. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do with that. Otherwise, around the shop, kind of business as usual. Lots of things going on today. Part of our guys have already left to go to SEMA. We had to take the Built by Legends car there. Well, both cars there this weekend. And it's a little quiet around the shop today, but there are still some things getting done around here, including some work on Yaska's car. When we were in Japan, Yaska picked up some cool stuff for this car. This thing is super rad. It has a Nismo S1 engine in it, which is like a dream engine, I think, for most people. And then we have a Millennium Jade GTT that is getting some work done before it ships out to the customer. This one was repainted in Millennium Jade, so you can see the engine bay is black. I guess just kind of like how the early GTRs are as well. But this one pretty cool, has the GTR bumper and fenders on it, so it really completes that look. This dude's gonna be super hyped on this car, I'm sure. So in the meantime, we're gonna go knock out some emails, get as much stuff done as I can before I leave tomorrow for SEMA. We're at SEMA today for day one of SEMA. It's Tuesday. I just stopped by and check out car number one. This is a car that we've been working on the last few years, and it is finally come together. It didn't take a few years to do it, but it did take a few years to plan what the R34 would eventually be. The build time on this, again, about 14 to 18 months, but it is here at SEMA, making its SEMA debut. The white Built by Legends R34 GTR. So car is already kind of getting swarmed here, but so cool to see. We do have another one here that I have to go find. It's in Central Hall. It is the Bayside Blue one. It's probably going to make tracks in that direction. Check it out. All right, we found the second Built by Legends car. We're here displaying this one at what is called SEMA Central. There is Local H on the radio in the background, which is so rad. One of my favorite bands. So kind of a full come together moment here to have the SEMA car on display with Local H on in the background. It's so sick. This thing is looking great. It is amazing location here. So cool to have this thing front and center when you walk in. To see an R34 GTR is really, really rad. And I'm happy with the placement for sure. Hopefully you guys like it. We are making the rounds and we are at GSWF. What does that mean?
Global Standard Window Film, bro.
Check that out. All right. This is Musa. You've probably known from my Instagram. He does some incredible design work. He's been around the scene a long time. And right next to us is this beautiful 911.
Yes,
dude,
yes.
This thing is sick.
Awesome.
The new GT3 is a beast on track. I've had the pleasure of driving one. Wild. But you designed the livery for this, and then this has the
GSWF color infused film.
Color infused film. So that was the technical word I was looking for. Color infused film. So get this, it is PPF, but you can pick your color, so you don't have to wrap it and then PPF it. It's just one basically in the same.
Correct. Yes. So it's not like it's not like a vinyl that's PPF. No, it's actually infused in the PPF.
So there's some incredible colors here, and one thing that has my interest is, one, what would this look like on my Supra, because I am planning on driving that thing into the ground when the engine is done with it, and because it is getting a Miura designed body kit on it that is going to be really unique. I want to protect that as much as possible, make sure that I don't get any damage or chips or any of that kind of stuff in it, which will be I guess, a game changer to have a PPF and color in one, because they actually have some really cool silver PPFs as well. So even if I wanted to keep the car a factory looking silver, we could do that. Also for the race car, huge deal there too, because right now there is a PPF on it. If you remember, my buddy Mylan and I did it at the shop. It didn't come out amazingly, but it was for a race car. But this would give me the opportunity to do something like a black PPF on the race car, and you can see some of these colors are so sick. This silver is incredible. You've got another silver right there, and you've got blacks to choose from, which is really cool. So I could kind of retain the look of my car by doing a full PPF in it that keeps a unique color to it, but is also PPF. So that's sick, dude. I like it a lot. And as somebody that has a lot of cars now, it's cool to think about not having to repaint them all when you drive them a lot. Yeah. So this place definitely has a lot of cool stuff. This color, man, is sick. What is do you know the color of this car?
This is called a Violon Metallic.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude. This is one of our new colors that we just come out introducing.
Man, that looks so good.
Amazing. It's paint-like.
Dang, dude, it really is paint-like. Well, look.
Good to see you.
It is. If it isn't, hey. What's up, man? I owe this guy a lot. This is Danny, Mark, Radford Racing School, where Larry and I got our racing licenses.
Yes.
Which have been getting put to good use, by the way. So thanks again, dude. Amazing.
No crashes yet.
No crashes yet.
Company. Sorry, there's a line, sir.
I can't believe that they make you custom hats with M's on them. That's insane, dude.
Gotta have it.
Nice. What's up, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Dude, this thing is sick.
Excited about it, dude?
Yeah. Do you know what we're talking about? Look at this thing. Dang. It's part Aussie, it's part Japanese. It is the throttle built drag car. So this is actually a GTT that they built into an insane drag car. You can see it's got the parachute on it. It's got the drag radials on it. And this will be coming to GTR Festival. Look at this thing. Dang, this is sick. Hi, it's me again. So everybody knows it's not how you stand by your car.
Yeah, it's how you race your car, dude. Yeah.
So what are you planning to do with this thing?
Race this car.
Well, you heard it. They plan to race it. So I'll be excited to see this thing on a drag strip, hopefully soon. I mean, it looks like it'll do the job. And these guys are definitely hyped about it. So am I. Always good to see Skylines continuing to be involved in motorsports, whether that's road racing, drag racing, or any of the above. It's just sick to see them continuing to get used for motorsports. All right, we found it. Insane Skyline. This thing is ridiculous. Probably the craziest Skyline here at the show. And it is the Garage Active R33 GTR. It's full carbon fiber, but the color fades from red to gray. And inside, this incredible houndstooth interior with a cage, like a saddle leather style dash, and of course, the engine. Absolutely ridiculous. This wrinkle coating with the Nismo Plano looks so sick. And HKS hard parking. Wow, this thing is pretty incredible to see for sure. Just kind of a better 3/4 look at it. It's so cool to see the carbon fiber shift, and it's actually a lot wider than a standard R33 also. Carbon fiber wide body, which is insane. All right, this is crazy. It is a Cobra with an RB26 in it, which, how insane is that? Single turbo, wild, and it's right-hand drive. This is absolutely nuts. One of my dream cars is an AC Cobra. I don't fit in them, So I'll have to maybe stop by Factory 5 and see if they can make me fit. But this is wild. And to put an RB26 in it has to be absolutely insane. Sure.
Thank you. So,
Okay, we got Dion. We got Dion.
What's up? What's up?
And look at this, man. This is my first time seeing this in person.
It's Mazda Miata, but cuter.
That is one way to call it, otherwise known as an AutoZam AZ1. And this thing is crazy, dude. You have done a lot to this car.
Oh yeah.
Cargo seats, got the gloves in there.
To fit those, we had to make our own bases and side mounts. So you can see that. Look, secondary color is like the.
Oh yeah.
That's a wrinkle red. Originally, this was supposed to be painted championship white.
Ah.
Hence all the wrinkle red Honda.
Got it. Nice. It was gonna be like a little NSXR.
Right. So I'm gonna I'm gonna paint this after SEMA championship white.
Amazing.
There you go.
This is man, this thing is crazy. This is really, really crazy. Congratulations.
CPFs.
Dude. Wow.
Exhaust.
Wow. Look at this. The details. This is insane, dude.
The diffuser is from a 2017 Mustang.
That is amazing,
Got
dude.
it chopped up.
That is crazy, dude. I've never seen an exhaust like that. And the diffuser is insane. That's awesome,
That
dude.
splitter is, you see that splitter up front? You ever seen a splitter on an AZ1?
No, I have not seen a splitter on an AZ1.
Have you seen a splitter in an AZ1 this small
You
that
can
you can
stand
stand on?
on? Damn.
So functional.
Dude, super functional. I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you,
Thing's
sir.
sick, dude.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, obligatory stop because I saw Larry Chen's car, and before I even realized where it was, I was like, man, I gotta put this in the vlog. But I really gotta put it in the vlog because it's at the anti-gravity battery booth, which is the battery that is both in my Supra and also going into my R32 GTR. This is Larry's camera car, his Supra, which is pretty incredible. Next to it though are the anti-gravity batteries, and these are very small, they're very lightweight, and the one that the R32 uses is actually a very, very small battery, just like this. Like that, it weighs nothing. They are super lightweight. And what's cool about them is a restart button, so if your battery dies, you can jump it right off of the battery itself. But next to it is our first Supra of the show, and this thing is pretty crazy. So this is the complete Varus wide body kit on it. It's pretty insane. Big turbo engine in there along with the billet engine covers. So this looks pretty close to my Supra actually, how it's done, but you can see pretty crazy setup there with the V-mount intercooler and of course a really wild exhaust here at the back, with something I've definitely never seen on a Supra before, but this car is pretty rad. Check them out on Instagram at Pikachu Picar, and sick, dude. Congrats on the build. Speaking of Larry,
Yeah. Like this is
look at him work. I didn't even see you. I saw the dot though. I saw the dot. I saw the dot. Oh, cameras making cameras of camera things. What up, Tim?
How's it going?
Bro, congratulations.
On what?
On, on what? On what? On nothing.
On what's
I'm doing
your
less this
accomplishment?
year. Just kidding.
That's fucked up, I'm kidding.
Denton, tell me what we're looking at, man.
It's the E92.
This is the E92. I love E92s. You used to have.
I had
Yeah,
at least I had two of them.
Dang,
race
did
car.
you have the passenger name as your ex-girlfriend though?
No, actually I didn't. I did not
Dang,
have that.
yeah, that's tight.
I would assume this is a drift car.
One would assume. We've got a Supra here that looks like it's still in the process of getting finished. Not really any definition on what's actually happening here, but interesting. And next to it, we got a pair of 935 Porsches. These are definitely sick. And I need some color commentary on this one for me, Ryan, if you could.
Go ahead. What do you need?
So we're approaching a car right here.
oh yes.
If you had to describe it to the camera without showing it, what would you say?
I feel like if I were gonna drive this car, I would need some sort of long hair, a hoop earring in my left ear, members only jacket,
Type.
and some like perturbator synthwave playing at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That seems
Yeah.
like or like Vice City. Vibes?
Vibes. And these are the vibes. This is pretty sick. This is a diesel swapped turbo C4 Corvette. And it has
Rebuild OEM 3-piece wheels.
that is pretty sick. 2-piece wheels. That is pretty sick. It's rad.
It's pretty fun.
All right, so we're wandering the halls, and we find Cassandra from Reisbrennen, which, if you remember, was the event that I went to in Germany. I got to drive, and she brought me some treasures. One Nürburgring sticker from driving there, and the session sticker from driving at Reisbrennen. So cool. I'd love to put these on the car, but I feel like I need to put them someplace safer than on the car. But we'll make a decision, especially if the new livery gets done. Maybe these will find their way under there. Thank you so much. So cool. All right, so there's always a lot of meets that happen around SEMA, and we are checking one out in the parking lot right now. It is the RWB meet, but there's some other cool cars here as well. One that catches my eye is this 997 that looks exactly like mine after I get done with its conversion on it. So kind of cool to see that pop in here in the parking lot. But there's a lot of cars here and a lot of things poking up. The focus of tonight is RWB, so we're gonna go check out some of those right now. So you can hear quite a lot of commotion going on, but there are some pretty sick RWBs here. A couple Camaros leaving the meet, it sounds like. This one is pretty cool. It's a 997, so my generation car is cool to see it as an RWB. This generation is getting a bit more popular to RWB, especially with the younger generation not really wanting to deal with air-cooled cars. This is a cool water-cooled option. Got some other kind of well-known RWBs here, kind of from all over. This one is crazy. It's actually covered in dust, which is insane. This looks like it had some fun in the desert tonight. And yeah, a couple of speed yellow ones. This one's pretty rad. I like the color blue for sure. Hard to kind of see it on camera because it's so dark in this parking lot, but definitely a really rad color. Got some more 997s up this way. This one with the Martini livery. And then, wow, a John Player special livery. This is perfect. To my homies at Chrome Cars, if you're watching, this one is for you. That's a pretty rad livery for an RWB for sure. All right, guys, day 2. We are kicking things off here at the Nissan booth, which surprisingly this year, not really anything I'm that super into. There's a cool BMX bike on the top of this Nissan car, but over here we found some great stuff. They have a lot of the Nismo OG stuff that you can buy. This would be perfect for Sean. He needs a new lunchbox. That's pretty great. And then over here, the Nismo Heritage parts, which is really cool, something that we're considering purchasing for some of our customers. We're definitely interested in steering wheel, the oil cap, the front mount intercooler is really cool. These wheels, the white with old logo LMGT4 wheels are really great, and you can see they have a lot of the Nismo Group A cars here. They've got the R34 GTR, that Pennzoil race, which is really cool to see displayed here, along with the Celsonic car. So cool that they have some of the Heritage parts out here. It would have been really cool though, Nissan, if you'd have had one of the Heritage cars actually here at SEMA. Would have been so sick. Maybe we could have worked together to put all of this on a white R32 GTR like there was at ours meeting. Just saying. But either way, cool to see Nissan here this year. Really cool to see them displaying the Heritage parts. And the overall vibe seems to be more off-roading, beach, and etc. They do have a very nice white Z sitting here, so that's cool to see. But some of the other builds are this slammed truck and this off-road rig, which is pretty sick also. If you remember, last year Nissan gave me a Frontier to use for towing. I didn't really get a chance to do all of the off-roading stuff I wanted to do with it, because I was really using it just to haul the race car. But it is really cool to see all of this stuff that you can put into a Frontier and use for off-roading. Got a cool little campfire set up here. But this thing is pretty wild. I like this piece a lot. This is pretty cool to be able to use it just as a suction on table or workstation is pretty cool. But the Frontier Pro FX is a really rad truck. This is something that can pull a race car on the trailer, and you can put all of this kind of stuff on it. It can really be like a track rig mobile command unit that you can go off-roading in. So pretty sick to see all the ideas they have for this right now. Next stop for day 2 is, you can hear behind me, that sawing sound is exactly what you think it is. We are here at 503 where they are building an RWB in real time. They have some pretty nice ones sitting outside right now, including, it's really cool, almost looking, I don't know, Oslo bluish looking color. Got a teal, and then this one, which is a really crazy kind of pink red with the Targa roof on it, which is really cool. And then over here in real time, he is doing some cutting of a 997. Oh man, kind of makes me sad. A large crowd gathered here to watch this take place over the next 2 days, which I suppose is pretty cool to see if you haven't seen it before. All right, love them or hate them, the RWBs are popular. They are dominating the SEMA show so far. There are so many of them here, and we've come across the R1 concept booth, which has 3 of them actually in their booth right now. This one is pretty cool. It's the 993, which is, I guess, the generation I prefer RWB styling wise. But the 997 has also been quite popular. That is the one that we just saw being built, a 997 generation. This one is a pretty bright color. What's interesting is it has the same color interior as mine, which is that terracotta interior, which doesn't go well with a lot of colors, but they have switched the seats, which I guess makes more sense to kind of make it all work together. And then behind us, another 993 era RWB, this one in purple with a cool houndstooth interior. Definitely makes things look a little bit nicer on these cars for sure, but pretty cool to see the 3 of them together here. And again, like I said, they've been popular. They are all over SEMA this year. Next stop is Crank Motorsports. These guys are doing some cool stuff with GTRs. They've got some cool cars here. They have the D1 R34 here, which is pretty sick. They've got some seats that they are developing covers for, some engine stuff, some brake stuff, but what we're really here to check out are these seat covers. So Mark was telling me that these are basically almost identical to the material that Nissan was using back in the day. What's cool about this is that this is the color of a V-Spec 2 seat. So to give you an idea, a V-Spec 2 seat right now for a set of seats is going to run you easily $20,000. But if you really just want the black interior, you could use these seat covers and it'll give you this kind of look here.
Yesterday and today is which will give you like the all black interior look while retaining the R34 GTR OEM seat. So if you remember, Yaska has these in his R33, the black V-Spec 2 seats, but I am gonna hop inside here and see how they feel. And man, they are actually really nice. So he added memory foam in like the seat and in the back to give it a little bit more cushion, and it definitely feels more comfortable than my seat with that little extra padding. So this would be something really cool for the 34 for sure. So these are pretty sick, dude. This is awesome. Congrats. Yeah,
they're comfortable.
It's
they're
really
like
comfortable.
and our seats are all lifetime warranty. So anything structural, material, anything goes wrong with the seats. These are also dual locking, so you won't get that one kink to the side. I mean, everything's lifetime warranty, and they're great seats. I mean, you could go 7 hours in them, get out of the car and be like you didn't drive for 7 hours.
Yeah.
It's just, they're so comfortable.
Yeah, well, really great. Also super awesome car. I got to show you guys the engine on this one.
Yeah.
This has some really great parts on it here. Man, this is cool. Where is this from? Is this Muse?
This is Muse,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah, so really cool. Got the garage active cooling panel here. And yeah, really, really nice. This is giving me some good inspiration for the engine bay on my R33 GTR. All right, what is this?
So this is the world's first dual VVTi RB engine, fully billet bottom end. It is unreal. It's like having VTEC in your RB. It's awesome.
That's insane. That is really crazy. Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Look who it is.
Hi.
It's Larry.
Hi.
High five.
Hi.
Denzel shirt.
Hi.
High five hat.
I'm Brandon.
Dang. And look at this, dude. Wow. Wow. Thank you, sir.
Too bad the car's not here.
Thank you, sir. You know what though? I'm gonna put it in my pocket, and then when it is here, when it comes out of the container, this will come out of the package.
Nice,
How's that?
nice.
All right. Have fun.
Good idea.
Damn. What up, Ray Service? All right, we are at the GoPro booth, which is ironic because I'm filming on a DJI Action 4, so not a GoPro, but we're here because my friends from Race Service showing the raw spec AMG GT3. This thing is crazy. It's called raw spec because everything is made from raw material. That was the concept for the car. This is a car that James actually puts on track and does use. So this is a real, actual, usable race car, not just a marketing demonstration. So pretty cool to see this thing here in person. Pretty cool helmet setup here that James uses, and it seems they're giving away Coors Light, which is pretty sick. Been able to make it to the Type S booth where we have a really familiar car. If you guys watched last week's video or have seen my Instagram lately, the car that was just most recently at our shop, the N1 R33 GTR from Australia. This ended up in the Type S booth because Larry's car got delayed in shipping and they needed a car. We happen to have this sitting in the shop and it worked out really, really perfect. Check out Legendary Garage if you get a chance. This is his restoration of a R33 GTR N1. 55 of these N1 cars built, so quite rare. Just a touch more of them than an actual 400R, but this one has the complete 400R conversion on it, which is a really, really interesting thing to do to an N1 car. It makes it truly unique that it is an N1 platform. Shout out for putting the Top Rank stickers on. Happy to have been able to help Andrew out with his car. This thing is really, really sick, and I'm glad to see it displayed really nicely. The kind of Neo-Tokyo backdrop here is really, really super rad, and of course has the Type S lighting on it. Type S does everything from power banks to lighting, and this one featuring that. I have a kit that needs to go onto my Supra at some point. I just have not done it yet, but as that car nears more completion, I'm sure you'll see something similar on my own car. Again, really cool to see this thing. Looking forward to seeing it more, maybe even on our website someday. But I think that is going to wrap up our day here at SEMA, and probably some things we need to get into tonight that may or may not be in the vlog. Otherwise, day 4 tomorrow. All right, guys. Day 4 of SEMA. This is not SEMA. This is Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and today we are getting to drive some cars thanks to Pennzoil having us out. We're gonna do some driving.
We got a special day today. You're not driving a Nissan. What's all that about?
No Nissan.
Tell us what you're driving
Nissans,
today.
No Acuras, Porsches. Hey. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna get to see some cars. I am driving this car. Yeah, you take a picture?
Yeah,
let's go.
Real quick,
all right. So I do have a good amount of experience driving the Porsche GT3. I spent a good amount of time on it in one on track at PEC, Porsche Experience Center, both in LA and in Tokyo. So it'll be refreshing me back behind the wheel of a GT3, especially since I'm really missing my 911 right now. It's getting work done, but some cars out here ripping, including a GT3. So looking forward to that being me here momentarily. We're just finishing up a fun day of driving here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The GT3 RS is a really sick car. This is my first time driving an RS, which is pretty cool. The 992 GT3 didn't work out so great. It had a transmission issue, so had to pull it off. and swap it out for this, but that ended up being pretty cool because it gave me a chance to drive a GT3 RS for the first time. Big thank you to Dream Racing and Pennzoil for having us out today. This was a lot of fun. It was really cool and an awesome way to wrap up, I guess, what is nearing the end of SEMA week. All right, guys, last day of SEMA. A few things to check out. We're at the 3D car care booth because there's an R32 here and its owner, Katie. What's up?
How are you?
All the way from Minnesota.
With a whole new car this year.
With a whole new car this year. So much better than the one you brought last year.
Do not say that.
It's like, it's just everything about it is I'm kidding.
It's the same car. Do you like how it's like literally
great.
same but different?
Same but different. So Katie has a Supra, what's this color? And this year.
Look in the paint. I have a flashlight. There's a purple pearl in the paint and in all the carbon.
Purple pearl. Look at you go. But now it's single turbo.
Ultimately, I went single turbo. So it's a rods and pistons engine, 62 precision with a jet fighter cover, which is to mimic like the HKS turbo. So it makes really fun noises.
Nice.
1200cc FIC injectors. The single intake manifold by Plasma Man. It's on a Haltech 2500 Elite. Import drag solution suspension. It's not just made for drag cars. I run it on my Supra.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it is so smooth. It rides like a Cadillac. It's so smooth. So I really like that. BC forged for the wheels and then Toyos.
Nice.
So I drove it in the building.
Oh, congratulations. It looks great.
Thank you.
Our next stop of the last day of SEMA here is the JDM Toys booth. My friend Daryl is here. Brought some cool cars. This is Sung Kang's Nissan Z. This thing is really, really rad. I got a chance to see this at JCCS, but not as up close as I am right now. So it's pretty cool to see this. JDM Toys makes kind of cool die casts and models and different kind of things like that. So you can see here is an example of the product that they actually make. Some of the cars they have on display here are pretty interesting, like Daryl's personal R35 GTR with a complete Liberty Walk kit. And you can see in the window here a die cast of his car, which is pretty interesting. They hold the license for Fast and Furious designs to be able to license these and build some of these cars, and the models and renderings is a toy company. And you can see here they've got one of the Fast and Furious cars on display also. But really cool to see these here. I am getting ready to call it a day. I have an early flight because I have to get back to get ready to race tomorrow at Chuckwalla. So we're gonna see if we can spot anything else while we're here. Otherwise, I'm very much looking forward to getting an hour of sleep on the plane and being back at it at the shop, getting ready to head to Chuckwalla for the second to last round in Nissan Challenge. It's Friday night, just got back from SEMA and got the R32 GTR loaded up on the trailer, getting ready for the second to last round of Nissan Challenge out at Chuckwalla. I'm going to have a bit of a drive ahead of me. It is basically like driving to Arizona from here. So it is a bit of a trek, but I am pretty tired from a long week at SEMA, obviously, and going straight into it with this now. But I think it's going to be cool. The car did great last time, so I have no reason to think that it's not going to do great tomorrow. And hopefully I can get there tonight, get settled in. I'm sleeping at the track, wake up in the morning, get this knocked out, and then get home and hopefully get a little bit of rest before Monday starts again. We've got a lot of customers, and then heading to GTR Festival. So first things first, next round of Nissan Challenge. Let's get it. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It is Saturday morning. I went from SEMA yesterday morning to the shop to pick up the truck and trailer, and now am out here at Chuckwalla. I drove here last night and just slept in the paddock area because I knew I was gonna be really tired. Easier to drive out last night after traffic, just sleep right here. But I'm up, I'm feeling good. The car is mostly together, so gonna do some final checks on everything right now and get ready to head out for qualifying laps and see where we grid when crunch time comes. So let's get to it. Just got off track from our qualifying session, so waiting for everything to update online to kind of see where I'm going to be grid at. But the car feels really, really good overall, and everything that I was kind of hoping it was going to be for today. So as long as things continue on the path that we're on, I think it's going to be an overall really, really good day today for both me and the car. So getting ready to grid now, waiting on those placements, and then we'll be back on track. Fresh off the track, it was good. Today was good. I learned a lot about, I guess, setting up my front suspension. Now that I'm improving as a driver, need to start getting out of some of the quarters a little bit quicker. I'll touch on that in a minute, but here's the car. We are done racing for today. I really needed to pick up 0.5 of a second is what my goal was. That seems like it should be easy, right? Unfortunately not, because I repeated the exact same time and couldn't get it. So good enough for second place today, which I'm happy with. That's cool. This is a series that ends in a overall point accumulation throughout the year. We got one more left, which is going to be at Streets of Willow on the 15th. And we'll definitely be leaving the car exactly the way that it is, aside from some maintenance things. For that, the car has been really consistent. I feel consistent in the car, which is a big thing for me. It's important for me to feel comfortable and consistent. So that is great. Continuously trying to improve as a driver, continuously trying to improve the car so that we can kind of improve together and grow old together and live happily ever after. It's kind of weird to say about a car, but it's been a lot of fun today. My day is not entirely over yet. There is open track time after this, and I've still got some tire left on the car, and I'm all the way out here, and it's been a minute since I've just had kind of low stress fun cruising around the track driving. So I'm gonna probably go rip around for 15-20 minutes and get the car loaded up before we do trophies and awards, and head back to Long Beach for what has been the end of an incredibly long week. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for the week. Cool to have another second place to go in the stack from Nissan Challenge this year. Next week is another really big week for us. We've got GTR Festival coming up, so we'll be bringing you guys along for that. All next week should be some crazy stuff from Australia and all over the United States, so I'll be excited to show you a lot of GTR culture, what people are doing in drag racing and circuit racing and drifting and all sorts of stuff like that. The R32 GTR, again, did great this weekend. I'm super happy with it. Definitely some things we need to look into on this thing. It's making a few noises, but that is race cars. And thanks again for hanging out this week, guys, and we'll see you next week.